Hi guys, welcome to Tap House Podcast where we rate beers and you rate us. So let's go ahead and see what beer we have on tap.
Tap House.
Hi guys, welcome back to Tap House. I'm your host E, and today the beer we have on tap is called the Bourbon Barrel Aged Winter Warmer. It's a local beer. And it's made by a local brewery, Raw & Sons Brewing Company in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go ahead and see what this beer has to offer. It's a barrel-aged dark ale, dark, robust malts, English hops, aged in the Witherspoon Distillery oak barrels, sweet, smooth vanilla and oak finish. Prost, y'all. So, it's also, by the way, it's 11% alcohol by volume. So it's one of those beers that, you gotta enjoy in the winter. Well, that's for me, But before I get started with the beer, the smell of the brewery, and all that, the beer, the smell, and the taste, I want to go ahead and read something that I learned from the website of the brewery company, which I thought it was kind of interesting. So I want to go ahead and, let y'all know about all this information because it's interesting stuff, So how it all began, right? The Barnhouse Brewery Company. So the Rahr family started beer in America in 1847, almost immediately after William and Natalie Rahr immigrated from Rhineland, Germany, and Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So real quick, this is on the website on the rahrbrewingcompany.com. So let me go ahead and continue. The steadily increasing population of European settlers created a demand for beer of a better quality than the typical kitchen brew. And William, having come from a long line of German brewers, knew that he was the person to fill the void in the beer stains. His Eagle Brewery was the first lager brewery in Wisconsin. The soil and the climate around the Eagle Brewery produced a barely a particular virtue to the brewing of fine beer, and William eventually added a malt house that not only supplied the needs of his brewery, but also the needs of neighboring breweries. Eventually, William started shipping his malted barley as far as St. Louis, where another German pioneer and enterprising brewer used all he could for his nationally famous brand. Tragically, while on an inspection tour of the brewery in 1880, William fell into a brew kettle and suffered burns from which he never recovered. To honor their father, his son changed the name to the brewery malt house to Williams Rahr & Sons Company. Williams' sons continued guiding the malt house, and under the direction, the first scientific malt testing laboratory was installed, and German patents for the production of roasted and caramel malts and malt coffee were acquired. That's pretty cool. Actually, that's kind of interesting as hell. Today, Rahr Malting Company produces a supply of malt and industry-related brewing supplies to roughly 90% breweries in the United States. I didn't know that. I thought Rahr & Sons Brewery was like a new thing that just came about not that long ago. That's pretty interesting. 160 years after Williams Rahr founded the Eagle Brewery, his great-great-grandson, a namesake, Frederick William Fritz Rahr Jr., felt the pull to brew, and with the blessing of his wife, Erin, opened the Rahr & Sons Brewing Company. Okay, that makes more sense. And the south side of downtown Fort Worth in 2004. So not that long ago. It's fairly recent, obviously, but it feels a long time ago. Knowing the family history, staff and Rahr & Sons tend to get nervous if Fritz leans over a brewery kettle too far. It's sad, but they're poking fun of it, so I guess you can laugh now, right? So let's go ahead and just skip the facts because that's all I wanted to kind of mention it. It's a local brewery. Please support your local brewery, especially during this pandemic. Be safe when you go out there because you don't want to get them sick either as well. And be cautious, be courteous to others, basically. So these beers have been sitting here for 10 minutes, and I hope they're not getting hot, but I have them on a little ice pack. So let's go ahead and grab one real quick. By the way, if you want to know how much a 6-pack costs, usually a stout goes for higher because it has a higher percentage and on volume of alcohol, and also stouts typically go higher. So this one will cost you $16 for a 4-pack plus tax. All right, let's go ahead and just start the brew. Cheers. All right, let's see here. All right, so here's the pour for the listeners out there. It's dark, very dark. Has a little head on top. I would say medium-sized head. I think I poured this pretty well. It has a nice fritz going, a little sizzling inside the beer. It looks like a Dr. Pepper, if I'm being honest. Doesn't smell like one though. Oh man, you could smell Ah, it smells good. The alcohol comes out first on the smell for my interpretations or for my nose. You know, I don't have Corona, so I can smell. Oh shit! I got it in my nose. All right. So here's here's the view for the viewers out there. I don't know if you can tell. It looks pretty cool, right? It looks amazing. I love a stout. Who doesn't love a stout? If you don't love a stout, you gotta get those taste buds more active. Sorry, I made like a sexual look at the beer, but that's smooth. Wait, hold on. I got a lot of. There we go. It's very smooth. I could taste the vanilla, but it's not overbearing. It's mostly, it's balanced perfectly. I think it's not. It's not too sweet, but it's not too bitter, which that's surprising for the stout, especially for anything that's above 10%. It goes down very smooth, but you can taste the alcohol where it burns. And it doesn't go to your belly, but it does stick around in your throat. Right now, it's mostly in my top of my roof of the mouth. But if you feel like what's a better way to make this analogy? You know how? Okay, you know what? I'm bad at analogies, but basically, it feels like a smoke coming out of your mouth consistently. But that smoke, just imagine it being alcohol. That's kind of how I could, say how it is. The aftertaste or the after flavors or the after results of drinking the beer. Damn. You get more flavors as you go. The more notes. Let me check real quick what kind of hops, because I feel like it has some cocoa, but I don't think it does. I might be wrong. I just want to go ahead and quickly verify real quick on the website because. Well, I have the beer right there, obviously, but I want to see if the website has any more information on this particular beer. Yeah, it has, no, that doesn't have any cocoa, so I'm wrong, I guess. But I think it's the dark malts that kind of stick out more than anything. I warn you not to drink as fast as I am. I'm taking super big gulps. Well, not big, but I'm drinking it pretty fast. I do not recommend drinking these fast. They will pair great with winter once winter comes and hits. And also I think, if you have a fireplace or if you're like anybody who likes to drink around a fire, burnt fire can, whatever, anything that lights on fire, because I feel like in my family that we always surround the fire and just stare at it for like long duration of times, and you could drink that around that. I mean, it's a pretty cool chill beer. There's nothing else more to say than that. But other than that, like, okay, so it's a November release, English dark ale aged in bourbon barrels. So the bourbon does come out of it, and that's what alcohol or more of the liquor flavor tastes like for me. Sorry, I think my dog just pooped. Farted. I apologize for that. Anyway, so yeah, the oak does give it that distinct taste. I think that's what it is. Other than that, I honestly think this is a great beer for a stout. I haven't had a stout in a very long time. I think the last one I had was I forgot the name of it, but it doesn't matter because it's all about Raw & Sons right here. It's all about Raw & Sons Brewing Company. I hope they make a bomber. I kind of want to see if they have a bomber. I think y'all do. I've seen your special beers. So I'll check them out too as well. I haven't really got into the Raw & Sons beers lately. I mean, I actually haven't had time to review most of them. This is one in almost, like, I would say 60 episodes. So I think the very first time I rated one of these beers was back in the first 10 episodes of the podcast. So I'm excited to come back and jump into Raw & Sons Brewing Company. Honestly, y'all did an amazing job. Stouts, it's really impressive because it's kind of hard to differentiate stouts because most of it does come out with a lot of barley or a lot of bourbon barrels aged and stuff like that, and it's harder to distinct stouts from other stouts sometimes because the alcohol comes out stronger or the taste of it. So I could taste a difference in this one than other stouts because I think when it says smooth, it is smooth. And it rolls off the tongue so good. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste at all. I don't think it does for the stout that it is. Look, guys, I will go ahead and recommend this beer. So for me, it's gonna be a motherfucking yay. Yeah, motherfucking yay. So with that being said, go ahead and support Raw & Sons Brewing Company. They have amazing beers, a whole bunch of quality beers. I've been seeing them pop up everywhere. Central Market, they've been popping up over there at Specs and so on. They do have some variety of beers that are unique that I haven't tried yet that I hope I could dive into one day. And again, they're here in Fort Worth. If you want to go ahead and support them, please do. Again, wear a mask when you go over there. Don't be a dick about anything when you get there. I'm sure there are beautiful people that are there that will help you out, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So before I end it, salud, thank you, and can't wait to taste more beers. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.